By understanding the benefits of wearing a seatbelt, laying to rest some of the myths about seatbelts, and coming to terms with the ominous results of not wearing a seatbelt, next time you get in the car, I hope you will take a second to buckle up. Imagine for a moment a normal evening drive home from work. You're listening to music and talking to your brother. You are 18 and very confident in your driving abilities. After all, you've never had an accident or even a ticket for that matter. All of a sudden, the gentleman in front of you slams on his brakes and drops from 60 miles an hour to 20 miles an hour in seconds. You swerve to the right in order to miss him and almost breathed a sigh of relief until a car pulled out right in front of you without looking. You jerk the wheel hard to the left, hoping for another close call, but you barely nick the truck in front of you. This nick sends the tail end of your Chevy Blazer straight into the air. All you can remember from that point on is going windshield first into the pavement, then broken glass and screams. This is all that I can remember from my vehicle accident in which my brother and I survived. I want to tell you about what saved my life and that of my brother that day. First of all, what are the benefits of wearing your seatbelt? You do not get ticketed by a police officer, and saving money is always one of the biggest priorities in life. If you can avoid paying a fine, why wouldn't you? Seatbelts protect you from the second and third crashes when your vehicle is involved in an accident. They protect your body from hitting any given part of your car, and also protect your internal organs from slamming with severe force into your skeletal structure. People who are ejected in crashes are 25 times more likely to be killed than those who remain within the vehicle. Of those who are ejected, 70% of people thrown from vehicles are killed, and the majority of the survivors sustain irreversible brain injuries. After facts like that, I would think you'd be foolish not to wear a seatbelt. Some, however, still dispute the cause. Why do people not wear their seatbelts? Most people say, "I'm afraid the belt will trap me in the car." Statistically, the best place to be during an accident is, in fact, in your car. If you're thrown out of the car, you're 25 times more likely to die. And if you need to get out of the car in a hurry, as in the extremely tiny percent of accidents involving fire or submergence, you can get out a lot faster if you haven't been knocked unconscious inside your car. People also say, "I'll just brace myself." Even if you had the split-second timing to do this, the force of the impact would shatter the arm or leg you used to brace yourself. People also say, "I'm only going to the shopping center." Actually, this is the best time to wear a safety belt, since 80% of traffic fatalities occur within 25 miles of the home and under 40 miles an hour. If I haven't yet convinced you that wearing your seatbelt really is the best option, let's take a look at the results of the decision not to wear one. What are the consequences of not wearing a seatbelt? According to a study ran by surgeons in North Carolina, the drastic cost of not wearing one's seatbelt is measured in death and dollars. The mean hospital charge in belted patients was $10,500 to $18,200, as well as in unbelted patients, $15,250 to $26,300. There were 135 deaths among unbelted patients, which is 7%, and 47 deaths among belted patients, which is only 3.2%. Not only are you more likely to kill yourself by not wearing a seatbelt, but you are more likely to kill those trapped in the vehicle with you. Let me finish my story. After rolling my truck end over end 4 times and then laterally another 10, we finally thought we were at peace, right side up in the middle of oncoming traffic. Being in shock, I slammed on the gas, but nothing happened. Just then, we were struck head-on by another car and spun in a 360. Needless to say, my truck was completely totaled. I cut off my seatbelt with my Leatherman. and jumped out of what used to be the passenger side window. When EMS arrived, they were just as astonished as we were that we were still alive. If I had not previously understood the benefits and the dire consequences of seatbelt use or disuse, my brother and I would not be here today.